Oh, it's Nas Saraj, just a local audio engineer. Man, life's crazy though, like last week I just posted bail, you know what I mean? Had an ex-wife, crazy stuff. Got some false charges on me, lost my job. Yeah. But, like you said, glory be to God, I'm alive, you know what I mean? So, that's it. You know what I mean? So I'm just out here kicking, surviving, you know what I mean? Keep pushing. That's it. You had any luck, like finding a job or anything like that? I mean, I'm on the hunt right now, but I got other money moves in the background, so Oh yeah. Always, you know what I mean? A mastermind. You gotta have pots everywhere, you know what I mean? Can't have all your nuts in one place, you know what I mean? So if there's one lesson that was to be learned is that make sure you have multiple streams of income just in case your job fires. But yeah, thank y'all for sharing. Anybody else? How's the food back there? Pretty good? Okay, good. Hey. And this is who I think it is. This is Miss Carol's son. What's up, man? What's your name? Reed. Reed. Nice to meet you, Reed. So tell me what's going on, man. What you got going on? You got something going on in your house for me? Yes. Okay. Well, talk to us. What happened this week at school? What's going on in life? It's the usual. What is the usual? I'm not in school. I don't know what the usual was. What's the usual? You see what I'm saying? Tell me about it. Can't get caught up in caught up. You behind. Come on now. You supposed to be ahead of the curve, dog. I know your mama right here. I know she thought you better than that. Behind. But it's alright. Because at least you know you're behind the curve and you know you need to get ahead. So just make sure this year jump above the curve and then next year on it. You know what I'm saying? We got that textbook cracked open for classes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got me? You play sports? Yeah. So that keeps you pretty busy, huh? Okay, which one you like best? Alright, and then you what, 14? 14, okay. You see yourself doing anything, like when you get older, you see what you want to, kind of what you want to do? That's okay. That's fine. Just make sure you out, when you go out, just kind of experiment with things. Like maybe, I'm sure you do skates. I know you ski, obviously. Not ski, but roller, ice skate, stuff like that. So maybe try like, I don't know, try to paint something. Just kind of see what you like. It's more about what you like to see yourself doing without like, I hate this job type of thing, especially at your age. Like, okay, if I can find something that I really like, maybe I can make money off of doing what I really like. So just keep that in mind, alright? Right, passion. Whatever you're doing, like, make sure you have a passion for it. If you don't, you're not going to be able to bring the correct energy to it. But I know you want something. You didn't tell me about that. Hold on, y'all hear that? He got a date over here. Hold on now. Okay. Well, tell me a little bit of detail. Tell me about your friend. Maybe not. Let's go that far. You got a location? Okay. Okay, that's a real nice date. It's her first date with her? Wow. Oh, you on the move, huh? Okay, 15, I was working as soon as I got my work experience, so. But, enjoy it while you got it, while you got some free time. And then you're going to be on there some money. I know it. I'm going to see some big things from you. I'm waiting on you, Reed. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else got a date this week? I got. She gonna sip her drink right now. I would ask y'all, but this is they ain't. No. Look, he's about to nod his head. Let me stop talking to this. How you doing, man?
Come on in, cause Welcome to the show. Come on, get yourself a seat. Seat yourself.
Yes, we finally coming together. Yes, Dave. Can I say to everybody, welcome to Happy Hour Live. I'd like to greet y'all to like the funnest place in spot. This is the only live cast in town. This is the only show where we're actually broadcasting. So again, if you all go to Happy Hour Live 757, Happy Hour 757 on Facebook, you actually can watch the broadcast and share with your friends. I appreciate everybody coming out. This is something we came together with because we decided that the community needed something live rather than going out seeing people just talk about any of it. We get kind of funny because we talk about life cases. That's what it's about. Like, it's all about testimony, and we learn from each other. And we leave out of here. Some things make you think twice. You know what I mean? But all the cities coming together, so I guess you're about to see what we actually sit in the basement and did. We created this actually like in my house over Christmas time. We came up with an idea, and it was a broadcast live to have the roads. But it is a place to like. To give you a place to put yourself out there. We do a lot of networking. It's about you guys it's about you, it's not about us. You know what I mean? We want you guys to put your name out there. If you're anybody who's doing anything positive in the community, please share. Because this is what this whole group is about. It's about us uplifting the community for all of us better citizens.
Eyes popping, lip gloss popping, good.
Yes, we're coming together.
What's up, girl?
So Bill, you ready for this?
I'm ready. You already see I got started.
Ready, yes. Everyone, this is Neil Carter. He's the producer of the show. Very dope young man. Very smart young man.
Thank you. I don't know how smart I am, but thank you, Joe. This is, of course, Joe is the founder of Happy Hour Live. Me and Joe founded this together. You know, we came together and he came to me with the idea of what if we had a podcast including the people to give people a voice to kind of express themselves in a way that maybe you don't get to when you go to other shows, other places, or even with your friends. So we kind of just try to bring different ideas, different thoughts out of people and kind of just encourage positivity in here. That's what this is all about. I would like to introduce, I got two new lovely hosts behind me. I would love to introduce them.
Well, first of all, I want to say, thanks to Travis at Starving Artist Cafe. Y'all give him a hand for giving us this facility like they do this. So you can very and Kim, I didn't see that Kim, yeah, but this is definitely something that the community needs. This is actually, I call this Park Place. This is old Norfolk right here. So this is the foundation of where our community came from. So y'all just remember this. To have this here is historic. We are going to keep this here as long as we can. But I want to give another round of applause to Kim for Starving Artist Cafe for letting us have this place. Yo, y'all like the food? Y'all like the food? Everybody try to eat the food? Yo, Theo, come out, man. Theo, come out, yo. This is a Virgin Island. Yo, y'all, my family from Jamaica, right? So I'm a Jamaican boy, you hear? So I found out the other day the chef, a Virgin Island youth, straight from that, Caribbean, all the time. Yo, big up, Theo. All right, Theo, this do your thing.
Alright, so I got my two beautiful hosts right beside me right here. First I'm gonna bring up, this is Nat Peel, everybody.
I'm Nat Peel, and I am very excited about what's coming up. We have great artists, and once again, I'm gonna say Nat Peel.
Alright, and then we got Miss Jada Middleton right here.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight? I'm Jada Middleton, and I'm excited to be your host tonight, alright? We have a great night.
Alright, so we moving things around a little bit. I was gonna do, alright, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do Sammy's plug first, just go ahead. And then we're gonna have my brother Smoove Sailing right over there. We're gonna introduce him in a little bit, but that's my brother right there, and he gonna come on and do a little performance for us. He's a wonderful artist. He came on last show, and he was so good that we had to have him back on this show. So we're gonna definitely get a full glimpse of what he got going on and everything like that. But first, I kind of just want to see who we got in the building. I know it's a lot of people, a lot of great minds, a lot of great ideas, a lot of business people, just a lot of people that's doing a lot of good things in the community. So even if you might not be doing anything, you might just work your 9 to 5. I still, maybe shout out to the aspirations. So we call this point of the show shameless plug. So I'm just gonna go around. I hope you're not nervous to keep going. She's ready to go.
I'm not nervous at all. I just spoke the word. My name is Christina by way of Jersey. I'm here to support my fans, Smoove Sailing. I'm doing sailing tonight. And basically, I was born in Norfolk, raised in Jersey, and my daughter's in college out here, so I'm out here until she gets her degree. That's my
Hey everybody, I'm Minister Jamal Moore from Caroline County. That's what I do. I like to make a difference everywhere I go. I'm 23 years old and I'm a general manager at Love.
Hello, my name is Dee. I'm just here to support Jamal and Neo. Just came out to enjoy this positive vibe and just pass on the word of this experience tonight.
Yo, what's up? Sanaa Sharad, just a local, like I said, audio engineer, that's my life. Skate, basically 3 things to survive, what for? God first, then skate, music, and then pretty much books. I'm a nerd, so that's about it.
Hello, my name is Sean. I'm an audio engineer from Houston.
I got it. I know what's in there. I got you.
You said enough because it's 2 audio engineers right here, so who knows, maybe y'all can spread ideas. That's what this is all about, for real. You find people that you never know who we got sitting here. I never would have known that I'd have met dope dance artists, dope engineers, dope everything. We got artists. What my man is that? Anyway, we gonna get. Anyway, so we got a lot of good people. We got the man of the hour back here. Tell them about what you got going on. You honestly got a lot going on.
Alright, so contrary to popular belief, I am not Travis and Cycle, but I appreciate it. I really appreciate y'all being here. You guys were wonderful last time. I'm really happy you guys are here. And y'all gonna be back in 2 weeks, right? Okay, alright, but enjoy your night. Really have a good time. This weekend, tomorrow night, we got karaoke from 8 to 11. Everybody likes singing. We're gonna be having a good time. And then also on Saturday, we got Joseph Lopez coming. He's gonna play some acoustic music for us tomorrow at 7 to 9 p.m. That's all. Appreciate it.
Alright guys. So in case you missed what was being said, I know people getting their food and drinks and stuff like that. There's a board of events right up on the wall over there. So it'd be cool if y'all just took a little picture because everything they got going on is real dope. I actually went to their open mic last Thursday. It was a great event. The house was packed out. Wonderful music. Food is great, of course. So make your way out here. Every Thursday, something popping off, and then like you said, they got an event tomorrow, karaoke, all types of stuff. So make sure you make your way in here because there's always something going on. All right.
Hi, I'm here. I work at Walmart.
Coming off of that, how would if somebody wanted to help, get involved, and what y'all got going on, is there a way that can be done?
Actually, we're on public relations. So I have a Facebook. Our club has a Facebook.
You can find you on Facebook at
Our social club name is Hearts of Love, Virginia Beach. Hearts of Love.
Hearts of Love, Virginia Beach. Hearts of Love, Virginia Beach, y'all. One more time. Hearts of Love, Virginia Beach. I know I'm
Happy Hour Live, and y'all can go on our page. We want to share everything y'all do.
absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Our Facebook Facebook is Hearts of Love Virginia Beach, and I'm the public relations officer. And
Contact that page and we can get in touch with you. Awesome. Awesome. All right, sir. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
First of all, this is always my introduction. My name is LeBloyd, so Winston McNeil. I was creating two companies. One is a life coach that's going to inspire others to turn their income to active income, or basically place themselves outside the box and think outside the box to create financial stability and residual income. The other company is going to specialize in products online for women. But of course, like I told Tony before, I've seen this location here driving by. And I've always said I was going to come here, so things happen for reasons. And so, of course, when she invited me here, I mentioned, hey, I saw this place and I was going to stop here. But it's strange that I am an artist, but a lot of people don't know this. I mean, I've actually been an artist all my life, and I've won a lot of awards and things like that. But I don't speak too much on it because in the future, many would know and hear of it. And my company name is Sir X Max LLC. The other company is Sir X Max Success. And right now, networking with a lot of people and trying to do whatever I can to really bring positive energy and a lot of upbringing towards individuals gaining success and creating some type of atmosphere to better themselves in life.
That's what the song our artist is for. Thank you, brother. Yeah. The dope artist, guys.
All right, my name is Tony. Okay, I'm here. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? This is right now. All right, my name is Tony. My artist name is The Padawan. On Facebook, I'm Antonio Padawanians. I share a lot of crazy stuff so I can laugh. I'm an artist. I'm making my own comic book. It's called Godlike. And it's around here somewhere here. But yeah, I do a lot of other things. I do sometimes I do. Finishing this book. Is there anything else I was supposed to say?
You did great. We'll see your comment. That's dope. A comment. Wow. Appreciate you, brother.
Hold on, I got this one. Y'all see my hair? Y'all see my DNA braids right here? This is my stylist right here. This Nala right here. And she get me right every 2 weeks. I'm on point every single time. You need your hair done, that's the one to talk to.
How y'all doing? My name is Ryan. I work at Walmart. I am my licensed cosmetologist.
No weed. How you know?
I work at Walmart and I'm a licensed
gotcha.
cosmetologist. I love doing hair. Hair is my passion. I've been braiding it since I was 7 years old. So I've started to make that next step and get my license so I can, open more doors. I've been at Walmart for over 10 years. Keep a job. And it's interesting to be here and meet different people. And I won't really say nothing, but we're talking about crazy things that happen. In the summertime, I made in my mind that I want to increase my credit score and work on be more financial discipline. And so I kind of made my mind, and you know how like you hear on TV, they say you speak something through this, speak something that happens to everybody. But that's what really happens because I had opportunities where my credit score was at like a 540 in the summertime, and now I'm at like a 640. Just by, credit on my credit card, and like, I hear stuff like about money coming, like that really happens. And all you gotta do is just believe and just like write it down. You gotta make up a plan, you gotta stick to it, and just, be confident. And so I look forward to like coming here and hear everybody's experience, like their success and just encouraging each other.
Hello everyone, my name is Daria Temple. I am currently a master's student at Norfolk State University, getting my master's in social work. So I own Monkey Cakes Cupcakery, where I dream to expand it into a world-renowned chain that incorporates those with disabilities into every aspect of my business. So whether they want to be in the storefront, whether they want to learn accounting or marketing, whichever direction they want to go in, I want to give them opportunities to go into that.
All right.
Just my marketing person right here, you know. If y'all need graphics, let her know. Now you took what I was going to say. Now I got nothing to say. Like, alright, so my name is Abigail. And that's my best friend.
That's my best friend.
ODU grad.
Congratulations.
I just started a position. I'm an e-commerce digital marketing assistant for the U.S. Coast Guard.
Alright.
I also do graphic design and I make flyers. And I'll be your best friend to this girl.
That's love. That's love.
Anybody else want to introduce themselves?
Like Mike. Hey, Mike.
What's up?
Alright, so let me tell y'all. So it's funny because the two artists that we got coming on stage today are actually sitting right at the same table. This is another dope artist right here, my man, A Godly King right here. He go by the name of A Godly King. This is my man Mike right here. So you can tell him a little bit, but we gonna get the rest out. So just give him a little taste of what you got.
My name is Mike Ferb, A.K. A Godly King. I'm a forward-thinking rapper and a lyricist.
And he gonna show y'all in a little bit. What? You want to say something, but you know, we about to. You ready? I don't think, like I said, Smoove gonna let us talk. He gonna show us talk. Somebody?
Yo, this person right here is from day one. She's been with me from day one.
Hold on now, let me grab some posters real quick. Let me grab some pictures. Let me show y'all. This is the happy hour, our artist for Happy Hour Live. Let me just show off some of her work. You know what I'm saying? She got this one on the floor. Oh man. This one right here now. They're going another one.
She's a dope artist.
Dope as hell.
Alright.
She gonna be doing my cover art for my tape.
So we came up.
So yeah, she's crazy with it, as you can see.
So guys, this is the idea we came up with, right? So we decided we wanted to do something for a cause, PTSD, right? So this jug right here is a blessing jar. All we asking you to do is your change, any spare change you got in your pocket, donate. We will carry this everywhere we go. The money we're gonna raise from this jar, we're gonna find somewhere that does things for mothers that are carried, that are having kids that have PSC kids. We're trying to address the fact that a lot of moms are here, are going through a lot of stress. And maybe we can be the people who can make a difference. Every time we fill this jug, we're going to give it to an organization, and then we're going to get another jug. So Maya actually came to this jug.
Or do you want me to hold?
If we can possibly do that. Just to sit here, whatever you want to put in it, please. Feel free to help out, because every dollar counts, every penny counts.
I ain't get it
Right,
yet.
thank you, my brother.
They're kind of full.
That's right. I wouldn't expect nothing less. Thank you, Lavish. Thank you. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you, Jada. All right.
That's what I'm talking about. Yo,
I know you got some events. Tell us about it.
Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Whitney. I go by Samaya Art, Samaya Art here, and I'm also in commission. Anybody want to come pick me up? But I'm a yogi. I actually teach yoga at Down Cross Center. So you guys come check me out on Wednesdays. I'm doing all types of yoga for beginners, intermediate, all the games, all of that. And I also throw paint parties. So we guys do paint parties, have some fun, something unique, do some paint like glow in the dark, all types of stuff. Y'all hit me up on that. And I also do some teas, healing teas for the body. hit me up on that as well. So, I see everybody got multiple jobs, so, you gotta put them all out there, So, yeah. Thank you guys for coming out, and I appreciate it.
Thank you, Samaya. Thank you, Samaya. Like I said, Samaya is one of the main ones, as well as Mike and Dominique, so we really appreciate them. Of course, they haven't missed the show yet, as far as I know, so shoot. And if y'all saw, there go Dominique right there, we're gonna get our last little stuff. Go ahead and tell them what you got going on, Dominique.
Hey everybody, my name is Dominique. In front of the camera. My name is Dominique. I am a local makeup artist. My business name is A.G.K Makeup Artistry. Some people do think my name is A.G.K, but it's not. It's my daughter first and middle name merged together. So if you call me A.G.K, that's fine. I do weddings, birthdays, whenever you prom, that's like top season. And like for anything, I haven't done Halloween, but every Friday and Saturday, every weekend, I have a $40 special. So whatever you want, no matter how bold or soft you want to go, it's $40. And I have a shop that is located in New York Center. It's actually downtown. If you know what Baxter's is, it's literally like across from that and the Greyhound station. And in there we are a one-stop shop. You get your hair done, braids, makeup, lash extensions, whatever. So we're all down there. And we also have another shop in Hampton as well. So yeah, I don't go to the Hampton one, so only in Norfolk. But yep, that's what I do. I'm just a makeup artist.
You're not just an you are the makeup artist. Yo, so that's what it's about. It's about like plugging the community and letting everybody know that we're very gifted out here. But everybody's been hearing Neil talk, but nobody knows what Neil does. So I'm gonna call him out on the spot. Me myself, you can tell what I play with, right? It comes very local to me. This is like my best friend. I would invest more money on a camera than I invest on a car. I figure Lexus is not gonna bring me no money, but this is gonna bring cash in my pocket. I've been able to save I put my son through college with one of these things. Well, I got him started in college with one of these things. So, young men, if you're out there and you got a kid, it's your responsibility to take a kid. Find something that's your passion. I was just telling this young man when I was driving here, there's two things that's tied to a man. It's his passion and his destiny, and he has to have both of them. And that's the only thing that you were born with. No, everything else can be shared in your life. Finances, women, people, cars, that's all can be purchased again. But nothing's like your passion or your destiny. That's the only thing that identifies you. You own it. No one will never take it from you. So, journey through life is find your passion, find your destiny, and you just found yourself. But Neil never told nobody what he does, so I'm putting him on the spot. Your check, bro. Let's know about you.
Alright. So besides Happy Hour Live and my normal 9 to 5 and other side jobs or whatnot, I also make music. I would consider myself as well to be a lyricist, more of like a poet. I do like, smooth rap. I can get a little too, but more like smooth, laid back music. Try to put something out there that's fun, but also that has like a little bit of a purpose on it. Something that you can take from it. So you want me to spit something?
On spot, they put you on spot.
But when I told you spit something, you put a whole track up here. You want me? Oh, I put a track. Look, I found something. You want it off of the dome? Can I get a beat, DJ? Y'all excuse, y'all did catch me way off guard, but shit, I'll give y'all what I got.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
It's Happy Hour Live, so that's when it happens at live.
I don't know how he's on. I can't get up here.
We got the old okay. Y'all ready to set me up on the dome with this one. Hey. Yeah. Okay, this young poker favorite, I had to hop on the mic. Young nigga trying to get it, I've been learning like birds. Matter of fact, I'm trying to get it, I'm just trying to tonight. That's why I had to come up in it and make you right. Baby girl, I'm gonna take you back to the crib and get you right. Matter of fact, I had to do this thing, I do not even write. I'm just off of the dome, baby girl, know what I'm doing. And matter of fact, when I get home, I'm about to go and pursue it. All of my passion, matter of fact, I had the purpose. Niggas know that I went out on it. Matter of fact, you can write it. Hold on, anyway. I'm ready to learn dome, but that's all I got right now.
Yo, everybody feel quiet.
But yeah, I got some music coming though, so y'all see me soon. Sorry about that one, but yeah, we're gonna get it rocking. But we're gonna get an artist up here right now.
Yo, so it's showtime.
So next, I'll let you do the introduction.
Hello. Y'all with me? Okay. We have a great artist coming up. We're in for a treat. Smoove. He's getting ready to perform.
Yep. How y'all doing, Smoove Sailing? How y'all doing? Money vibes.
Money vibes? You want to switch again?
All right. How y'all doing, man? Smoove Sailing. A lot of y'all said some things that kind of, that's how I know I believe in frequencies, I believe in vibes. Like my project is called the Vibe Collection. And it's just a little part of me. You know, I got a song, Money Vibes. We can get back to that. But I got a song, Love Vibes, Blessed Vibes. I got with my father, he sang gospel. Love Vibes, Baby Vibes, Cafe Vibes, Pretty Girl Vibes. You know what I mean? Just trying to put them vibrations out there. But like I said, the frequencies are high because I believe with you, my brother, you said something about you have a company or something that's teaching financial literacy and that's what money vibes is about. Sometimes people take things as materialistic. It's not even materialistic. Money, I like money. You know what I'm saying? I don't love it, but I like it because I like financial security, you know? So, and I don't like to see my aunt, my mother, or someone in my family going through a financial tough time, and I can't help, you know. So I'm just trying to put that vibration out there because I believe in that. You know what I mean? Like she said, Miss Walmart. I can't remember her name, but she said something. You said something about that's what money vibes is about. So thank you because y'all gave me some good energy, you know, to come up here and really introduce this song. So we're gonna go get into this money vibration.
He just speaking on the song.
Let's go. Make sure I stay in the right place. Yeah. Money vibes. Hey, I know y'all like the music. Yeah. Follow the flow. This is single things from a single dream. Make a single sting, spend a fortune on a single ring. New Porsche coming through, swing the spring. My bilingual queen, no king of kings. Started with $1. That single brain counts in a legal team. Pretty women feeling fuzzy tingling over Navy Valleys, cause I make a brain. Shining like the city lights on exquisite nights. We get busy like city sights. Pretty dawn, pretty nights. New phones, new tone. OG, new zone. Money calling, 2 phones. No highs, new homes. Range Rover, new homes. Gold watches, new grown. Merging like a new loan. King like Supreme life. Miami dream life. Vegas where we swing dice. Like deflecting off the ring. I ain't shoot a run like we seen vice. Couple $100,000, we can sing twice. Couple Miller really sing nice. We on the scene nights, about that action movie screen type. Block 40 infrared lights. Let's try to get the screen right. You see me in this lab again. Abracadabra in this magic I dabble in. Guarantee them bags I'ma grab again. 20 bottles picking up that tab again. Fly forever gathering. Late night hot tub, pretty women lathering. Champagne, smoke lit, Cheerio. I know what time it is.
Okay. Smoove.
Vibe by money vibe, you know. I ain't wait on negativity, not at all. You know, money and I love pretty women. I just like to stay fly, you know. I can't compete, you know. Too many guys, I can't outshoot everybody. I can't outsell drugs with everybody, so I'm on money vibes, you know. Hey, look, Smoove got the proper name. Any given day, I can hop a plane. Land in Brazil, catch a soccer game. Let's sport coupe, racing through the tropic rain. Heron wins the timepiece, I might rock a chain. If it's ice, of course, let's be civilized. Move with businessmen, cowboys and silver fives. Link with dealers that deliver pie. Killers that are river guys, have your body shaped to center block. I ain't gonna let the dogs loose the killer lock. These chumps make his rental car. South Beach rental drop. We been chilling for a day or two. Might blow a J or two. Go fishing, come back, let's fillet a few. Fly forever boat style, show you how to play this shoe. Low shorts, no socks, ankle bracelets, low rocks. Young ladies like, goddamn. Sure, older man, walk you through the mall, hold your hand, race you through my city in that Rover plan. True story. Oh yeah, I know what it is. What we gonna do? We gonna drink this champagne. We gonna open this drink. And we gonna just take fast and we gonna just spread love. That's our energy. Just money back. You know? Hey, look. Hey, yo. I'm the kid in the shiny suit. Like mixed bud. Spencer champagne on my taste bud. Smoke it to the roach. Mama, we don't waste bud. My credit straight. They face mud. We get money, money, money. Get money, money. Get money, money. Get money, money, money. Hey, get money, money, money. Get money, money. Get money, money. Y'all gotta get some money. Get money, money, money. Get money, money. Money bags. Put them vibrations out there, y'all. Get that bread. That financial security. So I didn't want to give a whole concert today, right? So last time I came here, I did Love Vibe. But this is a cafe, and I am an artist, I am a poet. So sometimes I like to do my lyrics with no music so you can hear it. So I try to creatively capture who I am as a person, what I want, and incorporate it into my music. So I'm gonna do, like I said, I got the vibe selection. That was money vibes, because I gotta put that vibration out there, right? And I want love in my life, you feel me? I'm a single man, been through some things, and but I'm staying strong on myself right now, building on my dreams. So when my queen comes to me, I'm ready for that, you know. And I'm not gonna lie to you, people get me they judge me all the time, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a neat person, I like to dress. That's who I am, it's art too, you know what I'm saying? But I used to be a ladies' man when I was younger, but I'm very conscious now that, you know, I understand how you went out here, so I'm just trying to grind right now, stay low, get my shit together, you know. But I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of this verse from Love Vibes, and then we're going to Baby Vibes, because, no, we can go into Love Vibes, then we're going to Pretty Girl Vibes, then we're going to Baby Vibes. But, I'm gonna give a little verse. Smoove, I was known as a ladies' man, more lady fans than the 80s band. I threw them cards in, no longer want to play the hand. I'm out the game, I want to play the stands. Watching other players score, my lady spoiled. Diamond bracelets say no more. Tie my loose ends in a day or more. Then man, you can play that shore. I come scoop you in that gray azure. Feel like this, feel the excitement. Convince you right center, got your sex drive hiking. Smile all bright. I better slide right in on my savage, pulling hair biting. Make you say my name right when. Then come again, Range Rover when the summer ends. Right now with this Benz through the summer wind. Purple flowers in the cushions are summer blends. Money vibes, so you know we're gonna win. Another day, another dollar, another trip out west. We've been playing in the crib, so we slip out less. But you know when we do, we drip out fresh. Even on the off night and off white, that drip like, huh? They caught them chills in our vibes. We stacking bills, then we slide. Mansion in the hills where we hide. Smoking sesame meals till we fried. Then we carry on, sipping Perry on, eating cherry bombs. You and your cherry thongs, you know what turned me on. We sexy every song, I'm writing every wrong. Give you my love, my touch, my fly, my high, my Dutch. Be my ride, my dime, my crutch. My babe, my boo, my crush, my drugs, my rush. Well, we're gonna go into the Pretty Girl Vibes. That's what I want. But look, Pretty Girl Vibes ain't finished yet, so I'm improvising on it. I don't really got the hook. I'm looking for a female to be on the hook with me. Dope. But I'm gonna improvise on it, we're gonna do it. I just wanted to give y'all a sample of it, so big bro, let's get it. Yeah, where my man Joe at? We got that Caribbean vibe, y'all. Yeah. Yo. I'm watching you through Versace eyeglasses. Watch me, pretty eyes, long eyelashes. Can tell that you high class, miss. Well, I'm high as gas, miss. Just in my zone, having both of you in my home. But then I take your number in my phone. The way you grind upon me, you feel my bone. Enter my throne if you feel that wrong vibes. You got them pretty girl vibes. You too. You got them pretty girl vibes. You and you. You got them pretty girl vibes. Got them pretty girl vibes. Hey, look. Hey, pretty girl. Pretty vibe, pretty feet, pretty waist, pretty face, pretty star, out of space. Forget work, disappear without a trace. Hit the stash, you'll be out of safe. Let's get flying. Shop in Dubai on them. Ski in Aspen, sell some chai on them. Twist them back, let's get high on them. I'm that man you can cry on them, rely on them. Sunday service, even let you fix a tie on the vibes. You pretty girl vibes. You too. Back there, I see you got them pretty girl vibes too. You got them too. I seen them on the phone the other day. You got them pretty girl vibes, baby. Yeah. So what's the game plan? What's the game plan? So what's the game plan? Had a chauffeur ready when the plane lands. Destination strange lands. Sided palm trees. Bottles of Don P. Palm trees, calm breeze. Need a pretty girl vibe. Compliment the Don Steves. Flight book. When we gon' leave. Everything gon' needs. Everything gon' needs. Guaranteed Don gon' please. Guaranteed Don gon' please. Vibes. You got the pretty girl vibes. You got them pretty girl vibes. Yeah. Well, my man Ladd is on where he at, but he gonna do this choreography. He know he's Jamaican, and he do that shit, yo. Y'all vibing with me? Cause y'all don't look like me. I'm like really turn up here, cause y'all don't look like y'all really vibing with me. Okay. I respect this crowd though, cause I know this crowd listeners. But when I'm in a crowd that's not listeners, they just be sitting there. I got them though. That's my man right there, come on. You don't laugh. Yeah. Pretty girl vibes. Hey look, close me off one time. Cause I said I want that pretty girl, right? You know what come with that pretty girl, right? Yeah. You know what come with a pretty girl.
What come with a pretty girl?
Baby. I need a baby. I want a baby. Baby vibes.
Hey, I ain't mad at you.
We on the baby vibes. Versace. Whether guest or I do Versace. Balenciagas or the new Hirachis. I'm the flyest copy. Mommy, if you call me Poppy. Yeah. Mommy, if you call me Poppy. I here to tell you not me. Might give you choppy and do it sloppy. Slurp it like it's sake. Smoke some broccoli. Let's talk monopoly. Investing in these properties. Learn about this trading and the stocks with me. I'm thinking money even when you riding on top of me. My legacy can't stop with me. Them babies you can pop with me. Know you rock with me. Get some guap with me. Spend a day shop with me. Dance on top of yachts with me. Swimming in the aqua-sea, hypocrisy. Know the mockery. These haters think they're stopping me. I'm about to put this game on lock and key. Watch and see. Apostrophe. Pretty ladies watching me. Maybe it's the watch you see. Fly sneaks a copy 3. Fly forever soccer team. My philosophy. One of y'all gonna have this baby possibly. It's your Royal Highness. Red wine, I pour the finest. Red wine face rolling, the more the time is. The more the grind is, the more the shine is. We dealing pluses, ignore the minus. Rapper, speaker, / couture designer. I do the fleece, the Lord's final. We eating overseas and scoring diamonds, trying to make the score in China. Let's double up the merchandise, low on the purchase price. I'm on my grind, you gotta work in life, that's for certain, right? Everything a gamble, flick your wrist, work the dice, voila. That's that bracelet in the purse you like. And some Cali perk you like. Range truck, got your haters cursing like, damn, she on the wave, yeah, babe, don't surf tonight. You and your girls flirt tonight. Know them clowns from thirst tonight, but you don't entertain clowns or that circus hype. You coming home to me to get that work tonight. When that skirt I like. Once you jerk that pipe, 9 months your belly be bursting like, baby. You know, bless vibes. Hey look, I wasn't gonna do this right because my dad on this song with me is a very dear song to me, but I gotta do it because what a young man that said he lost his job and he's going through something. Did he leave? We're gonna have to wait till he come out. Because he gotta get this message because we gotta keep truthful no matter what, right? And I love this song because I don't like to be put in a box where I'm a materialistic guy and I'm an artist and I just be who I am and I paint that picture. But this song is dear to me because it's like the first song that I wrote that kind of I put out there some of my struggles, some of the things that I've been through. And it's like I said, super dope. My dad sang gospel, he's awesome. He couldn't make it. I was gonna surprise him, man. Joe really wanted him to come through. And I was gonna surprise and let him come in, but I ain't want to turn this into a church because he sang. He really sang. He'll gospel sing, like really. But what I will do is do the verses, you know. The young man come out of the bathroom yet, because he need to hear this. Like, come on out here, man, they're crying. Get it together, brother, we gotta move. You might catch the second verse, but we gotta keep time to kill. But so you know, a lot of people wonder about me. They see me, and they like, oh, Smoove. And I picked the name Smoove Sailing because I'm smooth sailing on rough water. My life ain't been nothing easy at all. So people see you and they prejudge you. They don't know your story. You know, I grew up in foster homes. You know what I mean? I done 16 years in prison. Do I look like it? You know, I was in the, you know, at a young age I chose the streets. You know, when I've been through whatever they rap about, whatever you say in these streets, I did it. I've been there. I ain't proud about it, but I'm here. It's me. That's my life. It's my story. And I'm aware of that. So, well, the good thing about it, God is good, and He got me always have. So, I wish I could really perform the song. It's dope. And y'all follow me on Instagram at Fly Forever Smoove. My name Darrick Burch on Facebook. Me and my dad, we got some good stuff on. But I'm gonna give y'all this verse on this. Where that water at? Hey, look. My mom's lost her kids. It led to her breakdown. It led to me hitting them streets. I sold crack. I sold smack. I served breakdown. I served weight round. I was incarcerated, security gates round. But I learned from the mistakes now. You gotta hold love, passion, and faith down. Strengthen your spirits. I create now. I innovate sounds. Lyrics, hip-hop lyrics, break down. Fly forever, we moving through Norfolk, Tokyo, Cape Town. Everything is state now, and damn if we break down. See, we meant to find our purpose when God breathed life in us. We move mountains with the spirit of Christ in us. The youth gambling their future away, them dice spinning. Will it be a funeral home? A life sentence. Either way your life finished. Maybe they can understand my style of preaching. May my sins be forgiven for every child I'm reaching. They say honesty and truth is how you reach men. Since the beginning, God sent prophets to teach men. Listen, because it's deeper than the surface. Your body is a temple. It's deeper than the church is. Everything is blessed, and it's deeper than the curse is. Gotta heed this message because it's deeper than the verse is. Growing up, drugs, guns, cops around. Like young boy lost with no pops around, but I'm blessed. Because now my pops around. He overcame his struggles. He's singing gospel now. I forgave him, I hugged him, I cried an ocean on his sleeve. Real life. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. Rosa May taught me to pray with emotion on my knees. I keep my head high. I'm smooth sailing and cool. My aunt beat breast cancer. My nephew was fell into school because we prayed. We stayed smooth sailing and cool. My life was up in smoke. I was in hell in them Jews. Look, I've been to prison twice, and I ain't learning till the second bid. I know how bad my criminal record is, but my experiences, they helping me in this record biz because people are telling me how inspiring the records is. I encourage brothers, go to school, get a trade, something to get a gig with, something to feed your kids with. My partner came home, he got murdered, he just did 6. So many of us go back to the game like we ain't did shit. Chasing our past glory. See, I can't judge them, it's my past story. But see, God spoke to me and say he got a task for me. Gotta be a leader in the eyes of men. I failed, only to rise again. Obstacles are meant to survive and win. And if you search yourself, you see that power lies within. I'm gonna leave that right there.
Lies within.
The power lies within. If you search yourself, you'll see that power lies within. We the creators, because that's where everybody in here. We creators. That's what we do. I ain't gonna take y'all to church. We're gonna get on some real cafe vibes. Because where my buddy at? She really love this song, right? Okay. This is another song that I'm gonna improvise on, right? Because I had this original song. It was called Cafe Talk by me doing the Vibes project. Definitely gotta call it Cafe Vibes. But when I first recorded it, I was new to the studio, new to the music and all of that. And I didn't in time get the music. I didn't was able to purchase the music or whatever. Once I tried to buy the music, get the copyrights or whatever, it was sold. So I gotta redo the song, but everything happened for a reason. So I like the energy on this new vibe right here, and it's upbeat. But so I'm gonna be playing with it, but y'all rock with me. It's called Cafe Vibes because it's what we doing. It's where we at. I love this environment. I love the energy in the cafes because it's like everybody on some. We chilling. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on some, man, we just trying to build. We listening to each other. We just trying to grow. And so this is about just having, tonight we on, you know, I'm on Tito's tonight. But in the morning, I might get my caramel macchiato. That's my shot. So I'm going to give y'all this cafe vibes, right? This vibe out, bro. Yeah. Good cup of coffee, good conversation. Just watching them pretty lips, take them bitty sips. And that chai tea, the caramel macchiato. I hit the lotto, on time like Mama Vado. Shots of espresso, excitement, your eyes espresso. We're discussing life together, or how nice is the weather, or how my cashmere sweater go nice with the leather. The barista serves us cups of Italian roast. I cross my legs, displaying Italian loaves. You smile, you love a boss status, positive energy, smiles, hello, strangers toss at us. Share our thoughts on articles in the newspaper, praying for our troops to move safer. But there's a war in these streets and we don't know who's safer. Finishing up our bagels, we decided to take a ride. Ready to feel inside these cafe vibes, and I'm loving the way that it's making me feel inside. I'm so alive of these cafe vibes. So alive, y'all feeling these cafe vibes? I'm so alive of the cafe vibes. Hey look, you know a place we can go and taste a raw coffee, Ethiopia. Intimate conversation, keep me close to you. Another day we blessed to see. Looking in your eyes, no one as blessed as me. I'm out your style, your beauty, your intellect. As I introspect, I realize with you I'm not as intersex. Inhaling that sweet scent of your perfume, I inch close. Take bites of that French toast, take sips of that French roast. Professional woman, whether sweats and sneaks, heels and pantsuit. You sexy, you sophisticated. I'm caught up on the way your words are articulated. I buy your advice and insight, and it's rare you meet people like you in life. That's why when I cafe dive, it's you I invite. Just to see you going over paperwork, put on some reading glasses. This has become a ritual where we each season passing, and I'm loving the way this makes me feel inside. I'm so alive, all these cafe vibes. I'm loving the way this makes me feel inside. I'm so alive, all these cafe vibes. Are you feeling this? Are you feeling these cafe vibes? Take y'all to Miami, London, all these cafe vibes. We gon' travel with it, huh? Just make me feel inside of these cafe vibes. Look. Hey, look. And when that sun is out, you know what we do? When that sun is out, what I do? Dior shades with dark tints. Feed the birds from a park bench. By cooling out with cups of Thai iced coffee. Just listen to this poetry that I recite softly. You know, say, stop cafe talking, let's take a bow. I advise all lovers and friends, take a while. Cafe vibes, Jamaican, the corner style. Cafe vibes. Kinda got a little tongue tied at the end because, like I said, I'm improvising on this thing, but we're gonna play with it. All right, y'all. Bless. Smoove Sailing, y'all. Live up with Smoove on Instagram. Darrick Burch on Facebook. And I appreciate y'all's support. Appreciate the love. You know, we're working.
Smoove Sailing, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. You don't thank me. Now, when you talk about lyricism, flow, like he got it together. So yeah, that definitely is a treat. All right, so I'm thinking based on where we at right now, I'm gonna give a little 10-minute intermission. Just let everybody, you know, do their thing, reorder their drinks and food, relax, talk to your friends, and meet some new people. And we're gonna come back in, like I said, 10 minutes, about 7:55. We'll come back with y'all. We got a game and some giveaways.
Y'all want to come outside real quick?
Okay, we good.
Question, okay? All right. And you have to answer. There's no way around it.
So it was gonna be like, I thought y'all was doing it pass around. Yeah. So
I'm gonna throw it to the first person.
Instead of throwing, what we're gonna do is kind of like hot potato type thing. We got the ball, it's like hot potato. So what we're gonna do without throwing, we'll just basically, you'll pass it to the nearest person. So like Smoove would toss it to Abigail and so on and so forth. And then whenever the music stops, whoever it lands on, we're gonna ask those two questions. Okay, sound good?
pass the ball. Got it. All right, pass the ball. I'll let you ladies get it started. You pass it. I'll pass it that way. Yeah. Pass the ball. Pass the ball. Pass the balls. Pass the balls.
Who got the ball?
Who got the ball?
You all party. That's you, best friend. Go best friend, but you do it. Trying to cheat. You see that? Best friend got the ball. You got the ball? Get the ball.
Tony got the ball.
Tony got the ball. All right, best friend.
Hey, Tony got the ball.
Tony got the ball. Tony got the ball. Tony got the ball. I'm gonna let you pick your category, okay? You got food, relationships, and like motivational, inspirational things. I should have let you pick that. Should have never let you pick that. Okay, what are things that you do in the morning, you know, to get you started, get your day going? What keeps you motivated throughout the day?
Well, I just had a little rough patch in August, and I felt like I needed to do some things to change, you know, my mindset and how I approach things. So my sister ended up actually inviting me to this Facebook group called What's Your Goal, Sis? And I came in when it was like about 100 members, and it's grown to like at least 5,000 by this point. And I was just in August, and pretty much it's like a group of women, mainly black, but we're not like, you know, exclusive to that, only just that. And they just post motivational quotes every day, you know, just saying, just to keep going, pretty much. It's just the big gist of it. And so I'll go, when I'm getting up, I'll read through that page as like some inspiration for me to just think like, it's not as bad. I got up, I opened my eyes, so let's see what the day has ahead of me and so forth. So. All right, you got it. It's all good. Everybody goes through everything. Okay, so Tony, you guys are balls.
I was talking what I was doing. Oh, you know what's going on? You gotta give everybody $1. Tony, you gotta give everybody $1 because you got the ball.
You got the ball.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a starving artist.
Starving artist.
What happened? Well, I do got the ball. Oh, I'm gonna get a question.
Yeah, I get to ask the question.
Oh, shoot.
Tony got the ball. Tony, you're an artist. You have the balls to show us what you're working on.
I just happen to have those balls. But it's not that one. All right. How am I gonna play this?
We can pass it around.
No, the woman is a club. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, if y'all, whatever. Go ahead, you go. We'll just do it this way.
All right. So I'll just hold it up like this. Everybody can see from here. Can everybody see?
Yeah.
All right. Now you can walk down the aisle.
and everything. But the book is called Godlike. It's a comic book. It's one of my things I wanted to do on my bucket list or whatever. It's set in the future. It's set in the far future. So a lot of things has happened to the earth before all of this happened. You know, we get invaded by aliens, things like that. You know, we survive that. The people that have money and power in the world take that to their advantage, and they start experimenting on people. And Godlike is basically set in this fictional place in the Bermuda Triangle. It's the only free nation on earth. And the main character, he lives in this refugee town, and whoever's trying to be free, they go to this island named Caribbean, and the main character, and his friends, they protect the town from people that try to take over the town. So that's the gist of it. And then when I get somewhere like Stan Lee, it'll go bigger. We have bigger villains. We have, universes to fight, things like that. Any what? In powers? Oh, the main character's power is he can absorb energy and manipulate it. So energy is everything, and hence the name Godlike.
Thank you. Got the ball. Thank you so much.
Alright, time for passing the ball. Who got the ball? Who got the ball? Pass the ball. Who got the ball? Come on, keep going. Pass the ball. Who got the ball? Who got the ball? Who got the ball? Somebody got the ball. Somebody got the ball. Come on, somebody, get on up here. Somebody got the ball. So somebody got the ball.
Yeah, I don't know how to get the ball. Y'all not looking at me.
Because we're not playing. We're not catching.
I got the ball. So you get, you get.
Okay, your category is food or
Relationships.
Okay, so my first question to you, well, not my first, but my question is, do you have a problem with your significant other having a best friend?
You mean like it's the opposite sex best
Yes.
friend, or
Yes.
I mean if they were a friend before I met them? No.
If they were friends before
If they were
you
friends,
met
yeah. If
them-
they were friends, best friends before I met them, yes. But you can't have no best friend when we together and you meet a girl. No.
Anybody disagree?
I'm a man.
All right, man. I don't disagree, but I just have a sidebar. You cannot have had sex with your friend.
Oh yeah.
As well. So he spoke for you on that one. All right. But everybody else, Would you be okay? So the question was, would you be okay with your significant other having the best friend of the opposite sex? You be cool with that? No, I mean, let me expand upon that. See, it becomes a different level of consciousness because you gotta be secure in yourself as a grown man. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because the individual is an individual before you meet them. So you can't block another individual from being them. It's two whole complete people when they come together in union. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you gotta respect that person as that individual and the other person as the individual. You can't have friends. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't even matter at the end of the day because when you die alone. So word,
My best guy friends.
I see we done started something now. They done started something now. Well, I'm gonna throw my 2 cents on it, right? Because the way I look at it is, when you get married, when you're in the union with someone, you become as one, right? So if you're gonna have if you're a male or female, you're gonna have someone of the opposite sex. Your friend has to be your other significant other's friend as well. You can't carry it to where, and then you have to check your friend too, because somebody knows that some women can be messy, some men can be messy. Some men know that you're married. Like, I'm gonna give you, for instance, how I live, right? I got a couple of friends of mine, I grew up with their guys, right? So we go fishing. I'm the single guy. But their wives can't stand my ass, because every time we go somewhere, they thinking I'm bringing their husbands out to go to the club. I can't change women for another dude. Like, I change women for me, not for another dude. You know what I mean? Like, so if your boyfriend or your husband hanging out with me, I ain't got him around no women. He go around women, that's his damn problem, not mine. Don't throw me under the bus. You know what I'm saying? But just out of the world of it, if you're in a union with someone, you respect your relationship. And if you have a friend, your friend should be a friend to your union, not a friend to just you. You own nothing when you're married. You're actually, everything bills are shared. I bet you don't come in the house and say, hey, look, I'm short on the rent. No, she ain't hearing that shit. She put you out of the door. So, like, disrespect your relationship. That's all I got to say about it.
All right.
All right, cool.
There you go.
So I got a question. I ain't got no topic. You ain't got no choice. A little easy. The irony is, my question was, what is the most difficult decision you ever had to make?
17 years old, being thought of to be almost like perfect to a certain degree by my mother, almost like, getting good grades, doing all what I'm supposed to do, and then had to slip up and tell her I'm knocked up. And my mother's first decision was, oh, you getting an abortion because you got a future. And I was like, no, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it whether I'm by myself or not. And I consecrated my baby to the Lord. I say, Jesus, can you be my baby daddy? Can you make sure we all right no matter what? And my daughter's in her 3rd year at Radford University. So she was on a full academic scholarship. I paid nothing for that girl to go to school. God is real.
Your testimony is my testimony.
Amen to that. Amen.
That's what I'm talking about. Great parents. That's what it's about. Great parents.
Anybody else had a difficult decision that they had to make in their life? Something like what the most difficult decision was?
You don't want me on? Nah, you good. You good.
Most difficult decision I've had to make, but I mean, this is just me though, so don't take my thing and be like, oh,
Go ahead.
No, but as far as like when it comes to God, most difficult decision for me has been like learning that there's like everybody, depending on like where you grow up geographically on the world, we got different views of God, and at the end of the day, it's about reaching that supreme being, that creator, So everybody got different paths, but the path at the end of the day all adds up to one and one. It's all about that. It's all about completing that cipher to supreme being. And I ain't gonna say each religion got its, downfalls and stuff like that, but we human, so eventually, every religion's gonna have some hiccups on the way, but we all human, and that's at the end of the day, that's what it is. Cause like my parents, they got a religion, like we don't view eye and eye the same way, but at the end of the day, I respect them because when they were growing up, I had to realize generational too. Old generations, like their traditional, their highest point of enlightenment was whatever religion that was at their time. Us, luckily, we got internet, you know what I'm saying? So like, and we got so much information out here. You know what I mean?
That's unluckily.
No.
That's unluckily.
Why you say that?
Why I missed to say that? Because I was born in 1964.
Yeah.
When we were kids, we found things to do that was more creative with actually what God gave us.
Yeah, no. You're right like that.
Nowadays, they're looking for an easy way out.
He means more than not, like more of a research. Like you didn't have all of this information available to you.
Yeah. What I'm gonna say on that though is you right and wrong at the same time because of the fact that
one, that's your viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? But that's not knocking though. But no, not knocking though, because you're right. As far as like, if somebody relies 100% on the internet, that's wrong. But it's about balance. As a human, you gotta be balanced. So you can't be 100% internet. No. But you can't be 100% natural either, because there's certain things that you will get left behind, like nature does. Technology, whether people like it or not, is the time. You know what I'm saying? So what you gotta do is, you gotta be half nature, half tech. You know what I mean? That's it. Balance. Every human gotta reach balance in their consciousness.
Let me answer to that.
I think we a little short on time. I don't know how long we gonna get in here. Y'all getting a little long-winded in the but I will say today, I think my brother had a great point though. Because like I said, there's different ways to reach. At the end of the day, we all go to the same spot. Wherever you think that is, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Nah, I ain't gonna go there. But at the end of the day, we all came into the earth the same way, and we all leave the earth the same way. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you choose to do in that time period is what you're gonna do. And I will say this though, I do believe that somebody can survive 100% natural, and I do believe that somebody can survive 100% technology. I do believe that.
Because that was your case for months then.
Yeah, I mean, it's people out here now that exactly, yeah. But like in this country, I agree with that sentiment. You kind of do need a little of both. You can still survive on your own with no technology, but this country is real hard.
So I mean, that's it. No, but that's another show. That's another conversation.
Hey, so what will you? I will say I do want to make this point before we move on. I got my brother A.G.K. ready to go, ready to blow. You ready? You ready, A.G.K.? I think he's been ready since he stepped in the building. But I will say this. We didn't really get to this is what happy hour is all about, these type of discussions that we have. We running, like I said, a little short on time, so we didn't really get to go over as much as I would have liked. But in the future, in fact, next show I'm dedicating only to group topics. So it won't, besides maybe one slight performance or something like that, it'll just be like us chopping it up with each other. So I encourage you, I thank y'all for coming out here tonight. We're not closing the show, by the way. But I thank y'all for coming out here tonight. But next show, we will definitely have more engagement to where everybody can kind of give their viewpoint on things, so we can really go back and forth and come at each other about different topics and stuff like that. But with that being said, my brother, are you ready? You need some more time? I can keep talking. No, I'm ready.
I'm ready. What's up, y'all? My name is Mike Ferb. My rap name is A.G.K. To give a little background to that, because I do got my newest tape out, and I'm calling myself two different names. My lower mindset was a gorgeous killer, and then my more mature mindset was a godly king. So on that tape, you're gonna be referring to myself as kind of two different names because it's a timestamp. The first thing I would like to lead with, I heard a lot of people saying stress, and I had probably just as much hair as Neil. Early this summer, stress. Started losing it, you know what I mean? I had to cut it all off, but I don't know who your God is, but I know who my God is. My God returns in tenfold. So my joint is growing. I had to go ball. Lost my job in the mirror, oh my God, I can't go to Walmart. I bow to people, you know what I mean, when I see them, because I had the boss, but I ain't even want to bow, so I started being nah. So I was hey, this is knocking me out my swag. But if you got stress, let it go. So that's simple as that. It ain't worth it. I'm a forward thinking rapper. I want to bring people together through my music, and hopefully I can let y'all do that. I'm glad my man Smoove, he set the stage for me because it's a poetic thing. Acapella. Can you bang out acapella? Most people can't sing acapella. Most people can't rap acapella. You know what I mean? It's an art. So he set the stage. So I'm gonna follow his path. My first joint. It's a TDFT track 1. It's an acronym. It's thank Dub for this starving artist. As well, I couldn't get studio time. My man, he does my videos. As a birthday gift, he sent me $200 to go to the studio. So I had track names for him, but I was like, you know what, forget this, man. I'm dedicating this to my man. So thank Dub for this. So this first one is TDFT track 1. I'm gonna go acapella, depending on how much time we have. If y'all wanna hear it on the beat, then we'll go on the beat too. So I'm gonna go acapella first, okay? I'm gonna kind of play with the floor a little bit, because I'm kind of rapping with it, so. And I want y'all to catch everything. I guess I gotta give to get, this world ain't getting none of me. I gave it all to God, that's why it's not a lot as strong as me. What bothers me is why they act as if they don't see gold in me or heard the flow as cold as me. They art cannot be bold as me. Art, if that's what you want to call it, not here to make friends. A lot of what I hear is garbage. The only thing that see my knees up in this world is carpet. That's when I'm paying homage to the king, that's my father. Or honor goes to him. I'm awesome, I prove it. The flow cannot be matched, it's just as smooth as body movements. I'm always in intact, in fact, I'm never holding back. I kill a ant with the A-bomb, more relentless than napalm. My mind is like a body with no shirt. I bear arms, matter of fact, yeah, I could let them look good up in my whip. Shit, this gold can cause aggression, it would only be an honor. Been ready to go to heaven. Like a Texan with bad reception, I hope you get the message. Holy Spirit, my God, his gift has been more than a blessing. Gym full of defenders, I'm still not feeling contested. It's kinda hard to explain. My vessel's more than a weapon. Damn your pop with your who you testing. I learned from the illest lessons. The man before adolescence. My pedigree birth legends. In other words, born ready. My neck hurt is crown heavy. Work ethic beyond steady. My time and I hope y'all ready for everything that I've been waiting to show this world. I'm different. I still got things. I'm still showing my girl. My mission put the world on. Give them new morals they can build on. I've been speaking knowledge, been conscious, wisdom school, I got my doctor, hustle school, I went the hardest, well balanced, been a problem, it exhausted all my options, just trying to get it poppin', my time, I'm ready, sacrifice has been heavy, spirit going through changes, my mind still rearranging this preparation for goals I heavily contemplated, redefining my role and what it takes to make it, new flow, what I share my energy and time with, I find it just as precious as the manuscripts. Taken from the Bible, you can't alter this. I am the Rubik to this music, you won't box me in. I don't fit the dimensions of your packaging. Let's just be honest, y'all equivalent to pathogens. The only way to win the king is take him as he is. I won't conform to this world that we living in. Some people's minds just be screaming out imprisonment. I'm trying to govern, get to work and help pardon them. This world's chaotic, but I know you see the God in him. Can we all take a moment to acknowledge him? Thank you, Lord. I applaud all these frauds who continue to push on and wake up every day and be proud of who you are. Please stand tall. I have to make sure I kill you all. I don't want you mingling with real ones, dawg. You might be trying to find ways to knock us off. It's a war out here, now whose side you on? Stay rich, it's a squad to keep your eyes on. Stay rich. Y'all want to hear that to the beat? Y'all want to hear it to the beat like this too?
Hey, so if y'all want to hear when he just rapped to the beat, go. I suggest y'all go. I already got the mixtape up right here on my phone. I'm telling y'all. So if y'all want to hear that to the beat, go ahead and find him on YouTube. A.G.K. Boat Boy Boogie. That's the name. So that's the place. I think the acapella is going over real well. So I think
I'm gonna go another acapella then.
Yeah.
I bet.
Hey, but I do have a. My bad.
Okay. Let me know.
I don't know if you have the beat to "Welcome to My Party."
I do. Well, I don't have the beat. I got the song.
That, either one. I don't know if you could. If that was one you had before.
Just perform it?
That's my suggestion. But you do what you can do.
How much time I got?
You got time.
Like 20, 10, 15, 10?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go acapella one more time and then I'll end with that. Alright. So pretty much starving artist. I'm a man that's represented by my struggles and my God is represented by the things I got through. So everything that I have, I went through something to get it. You know what I mean? So here's a song pretty much for everyday strugglers. I'm not a trapper, you know, so I ain't done enough to been a real trapper, more honest than anything. I got a speeding ticket. I did 5 days in jail for the speeding ticket. It makes me hard, but I'm not that type of guy. I'm a family man. I went to DSU.
You go hard.
A little bit.
Harder than the paper.
Hey, don't try me, you know what I mean? You know, don't try me. So I'm a father first. That's my baby right there, and my other baby is gone. So boom, we gonna get into it. This is TDMT track 3 as well. I face the world with the clenched fist. My soul on fire, my disposition won't let me quit. If this is living, to be honest, man, I'm sick of it. We caught up in a system that ain't really trying to let you win. You break it down back and in return earn a couple of cents. I say a couple of cents, cause them dollar bills diminish when them bills hit. And I ain't talking Buffalo. I'm talking Texaco, a little money for the grocery store. And I ain't got enough to get a cut, so I'ma let it grow. A couple of choices made when it's payday and you need it more. I know the feeling well. The pain that causes can't be weighed with earthly scales. If you ever known the struggle, then you feel me like it's drill. And my life is show and tell. I probably had every job a working man could get. One thing that I learned is that you must be built for it. Cause money don't replace happy. And happy don't replace an unfulfilled dream. If I can live my dreams, get money, then be happy. I can dodge a lot of spirits that try to make me feel sappy. Never have to worry about my kids doubting they pappy. And the things that they need will never be what is lacking. With my grind, I'm never slacking. Just do it, just make it happen. And lose every thought that tried to tell me it won't happen. And silence every hater who believed it wouldn't happen. I'm going into some uncharted territory. Larger risk only makes for larger glory. So the path that I'm on, not many can walk it for me. People try to lend advice. And trust me, I listen closely, cause one day it might apply. But today ain't the day, my homie. Ask my queen please to hold me. Weighted a wall on me. Pressure thickening slowly. She holds me, kisses me slowly. At this time I'm asking God, oh Lord, why can't I be free? Escape all these troubles and just worship thee. But I guess it ain't my time for that. My Lord was part in that. Cause if I truly trusted you, I wouldn't be so stressed. So I'ma calm myself down and refocus self. I know it's love in the struggle. I know it's all a test. And when I really think about it, I know that I'm blessed. And yes, I paint the world with my soul out and use it as a guide. So pictures that people fear now. I usually use it to hop on beats and let it speak out. And meanwhile, they sparking up trees to get their songs out. But just like that blunt, eventually it will burn out. I smoke too. So but if you got a smoke to get in your zone, that's the ones I'm coming at. So, you know what I mean? But eventually it will burn out. It's my time now. I'm refined now. And let me mention that my squad is only heaven bound. I'm just fulfilling that I earn all 5 crowns. I know I'm gifted and my message changing minds now. The flow encrypted by the spirit, only real will feel my lyrics. Yeah, my thinking kinda different. No, they wanna catch me slipping. When I say this, hope they hear it. I ain't slipped up in a minute. And by foolish things, I'm not easily tempted. I'm turning wood grain, but never catching a splinter. No matter what I gain, they'll always call me a nigga. I think that it's a shame we measure wealth by figures, but I will not complain, keep trying to make a difference or whatever we were given. Christians title me heathen, heathen title me Christian. But niggas call me a lame, lame calling me gifted. No matter what they are saying, I push to show that I'm different. And living life with no limits, and at the end of the day, just mention me with the realest. I got some things to contribute. We gotta pull on this motherfucker. You good? Okay, bet. I want to keep. No, I'm gonna keep it going. I ain't gonna do it. They gotta play the tape for that. All right. You heard it, so that's why you rock with it. All right. We gotta. And I gotta take the stream. It's online on all platforms as well. But I'm gonna go to some beats on this one. We can go Paramnesia. I could go acapella with these, but it's more vibey. Those my more conscious. You know what I mean? I'm trying to jab the world with those. So these my more laid back joints. But Paramnesia, give you a little insight to that. I'm like really creative and I'm like open to everything. So if you're around me, I'm gonna write about you. This song is about her. Paramnesia, I was a psych major. Paramnesia is a condition where you can't tell reality from your dreams. And I play with that concept as an artist, so I'm gonna let y'all hear that. See how I see it. Let me know how I did. And on you, G. Thank you. Yeah. It's a gorgeous day, let's go and play. Been thinking about you all day. It's 8 a.m., that's kinda hard to explain. But when I fell asleep, girl, I knew that you was there. It couldn't have been a dream because I know I felt your hair. But anyway, let's put you sleep, no place at all we have to be. But we can go anywhere that you choose to be. My queen, these days don't come often. This moment's just not real to me. I watched you for a while, and now you belong to me. I had some false alarms before, I'm thinking you the one, baby. But if you not, just let me sleep, cause right now you my bestest dream. Let's get some dressed, let's hit a scene, let's post up, let's make a scene. Cause me and you was sight to see the light on the darkest street. I'm trying to be the brightest team. Dominion fit the charges, queen. Yeah, we charged up, staying rich with no bucks this world can't afford. As us go and cop a tour, but to see all this world that the Lord done put before us. My man just seen Jamaica, I'm thinking we the next up. Italy is calling us, I listen to your lowest thoughts and brightest. All your dreams, I'm magnifying everything. Yeah. me know where you want to go, Quinn. I mean, anywhere. I love you much, don't ask for much, there's something special about you touching any spot I pull up, no situations rough enough for me, not to clean you up, you feeling down, I pick you up, I hope you listen well, girl, I'm talking in my sleep, girl. So on the third verse I come in, I talked about the relationship, but then I come in on the reality part of what I'm dealing with across town with my mama and sister as well. As being a single boy, that's a different mindset. You the man of the house when you're the boy, even though you're the youngest one, so trying to provide for them. Potentially my dreams, but reality is tough. It's tension in the crib with my mom and sister. I'm trying to elevate my queens, I need a hallelujah. I'm trying to change the whole scene like how you edit footage. I got $1 billion drive with $1 million scheme and $1 trillion worth of debt. Are you getting what I'm saying? No time for playing, contemplating everything I need just to change the situation. Wish this rap would intervene, cuz this rap money to take the van real far, you know. Someplace down the head. Yeah, way far. Like trees, sticks, water, land, no small, none of that, you know what I mean? So I grind at night, I grind at day, no time for a vacay. I'm fit to go and cop a K and rob a couple of banks, okay? It's just a thought, this job is not enough, this Navy's not enough. I'm thinking lotto, bruh. I need that long bread, still here when I'm going bread. Great grands talking like this what my grandfather did. I gotta do it, stay rich, we gotta prove it. I'm tired of dreaming lucid, let's live our lives lucid. Hold up. Pretty much a whole boogie, it's a lot of instrumentation. So I kinda let beats rock out, because I love music all the time. So a lot of old school vibes. The next one that we're gonna get into, it's called, how much time? I got it. Okay, it's called Ain't Nothing Wrong. I'm talking about love. In my religion, I'm a Christian. Love is the most powerfulest principle of them all. With true love, you need no other laws. I'm not gonna rob you, I'm not gonna kill you, I'm not gonna haunt your wife, I'm not gonna haunt your man. Why? Because I love you. So I talk about love and kind of how it gets distorted. First verse, kind of how you need to learn how to accept love. Accepting love is also a task as well, depending on the amount of love that you ever felt. If you ain't really used to love, you're gonna have a hard time taking some strong love. You might fight at it, you might reject it, you know, you might cuss at it, you know, when a person's trying to love you. And giving love is a task as well too, especially if you've been hurt. It's kind of hard to jump back into it once you get hurt, so I've been hurt too. I've been a little player. Everybody got to go through a player phase. If you do, any male, young son, go through your player phase, because you don't want to go through your player phase when you got your queen. Not the right time. Go through that. Get it out your head. Yeah, get it out. Figure out what you like. Light skin, dark skin, too much attitude, not enough drop. Get that all out before you get your queen. You need to get that going. So we're gonna get into it. Boom, the song's called Ain't Nothing Wrong. Well, y'all know the sample. So alright. Ain't nothing wrong. The Godly King. Yeah, I do my thing.
Smoove, where your daddy at? Smoove, where your daddy?
Yeah. Show me out. Yeah. Why is everyone so afraid of love? Maybe because they never knew what it was, or what it is, or could be. Just listen, I'ma try to put you up on game. God is love, get to know him, that's the first step. Once you do that, go to work on cleaning up yourself. It's hard to love when you don't truly even love yourself. You end up hurting everything that truly ever felt. Love for you, go shoot up a club for you. If you on your deathbed, they give up their life for you. If you got some bad news, they giving up tears for you. If you short on the bill, they give up their last for you. Get it? Life is a cycle, so that means that things repeat themselves. And I'm praying that your cycle is not negative. Cause if it is, let's take some time to reverse it then. And you can get to feeling love for what it truly is. A king ain't really nothing without a queen. A A queen really nothing without a king. Yeah, maybe we can do some better things. It's time for love, don't let them try to. Yeah, let's keep it G. I think we all have been hurt before. But let me ask you, would you let yourself get hurt some more? Cause if you do, you only getting what you asking for. Now I'm not saying go build walls and look through people's phones. When you see them red flags, leave that thing alone. You gon' end up hurt trying to be a hero. Yeah, they gotta wanna save themselves. I hope that's something you know, so you do. So I wish you, yeah. Hey, this wisdom's unisex. Know your heart, protect yourself. Never settle for someone that make you feel no less than best. And if y'all love each other, then there shouldn't be no disrespect. If you can't raise a dog, so don't you ever put your hands on it. You can't control your anger, you should really learn to lose it then. Don't make excuses when people tripping on you and blaming all their past bad decisions for their temperament. They can't move on. Leave them there then. A king is really nothing without a king. A queen is really nothing without a king. Last verse. Don't let them shout it. Yeah, real love is beautiful. Far more powerful than what you thought you knew. It can make you do the unexplainable. Then turn around and make you completely impossible. Make giving up your life kinda optional. And it needed, it'll turn you to a doctor too. Make you get up, punch a clock and pull a double two. Just so your boo can get their favorite shoe. And you can look them in the eye and say it's all for you. And they can bless you with a smile and a hug too. Say they love you and they thank you and they cherish you. Now just imagine if those feelings are not truly true. All the pain it will cause and the damage too. Don't be lying on love, that's a sorry move. Don't be lying on love, karma will hunt you. Don't be lying on love, cause it could kill you. Get it? A king ain't really nothing without a queen. A queen ain't really nothing without a king. Let's think that maybe we can build some better things. It's time for love, don't let them childish things intervene.
Yo, dope.
I don't really got now this song. Pretty much the message, the background for that, man. I grew up as my music is my life. I'm from here, so I can't talk about nothing I ain't about and expect to hold my head high and ride in the streets. So all my music is me, and if I rap about it, I can tell you a story about it. So pretty much on that song, on Paralesian as well, the song tells a story. That song is next. So I talk about coming up as a black male in a predominantly woman household and growing through that. And then on the other end, my mother was the one who taught me how to love as well. So I said, let's keep it G. I think, pretty much telling the truth. My mom gave me the game at an early age. She's like, I don't know what you're gonna do, but I know that you're a man, so I'm gonna tell you this. Don't ever lie to no girls. Don't ever give them no titles. Don't promise them nothing. Don't say nothing to them that you don't mean. Don't ever deal with them if you truly don't see anything in them. And because of that, just those basic principles of love, I ain't never had my car keys. None of that. Everybody be like, Mike, it just didn't work out. He's a good dude. You can't have your name in the streets like that because, girl, he a dog. That's all you need. And then your options are going to start to diminish as well. But that's just the background principle in that for ain't nothing wrong. Love. Let's get some more of it. I'm out.
One more time for my dog, the godly king, Mike Ferb, everybody. Now look. I know, like, and he gonna pass out some tapes while I'm talking about it real quick. But yeah, y'all, I'm telling y'all, in our we're having a little malfunction with our speakers. It's what his production is way more clear than that. Yeah, I got you. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I was about to say something real good about Mike. Anyway, if I need a feature from, they're not paying attention. All right, so look. So, let me get myself together real quick before we actually no. He's talking around. Anyway, let's do this first. Let's do some giveaways. Y'all ready for some giveaways? Okay. Yes, ma'am. Do you need a ticket? Yeah, everybody has a ticket, so everybody got. It's basically, I'm gonna draw three tickets, okay? So 3 people got a chance to win. Or pick up my first prize. Okay. So what we got first is a hands-free smartphone holder. This is our little mini prize real quick. So so we got a hands-free smartphone holder that we're gonna give out. That's our little small prize, real quick, you know, our little mini prize. So somebody gonna get that. Let me see. Y'all got y'all tickets ready? Everybody got their ticket bottom? Please don't lose your ticket. I ain't giving up no more. Hold on. Alright. Y'all ready? Alright. 530023. And all y'all tickets should be closed. We got one, Nala. You won. Nala won. That's how she do. It's all good. I'm gonna give her a prize anyway. Congratulations, Nala. Alright, the next prize we got, don't worry, we're moving up a little bit. I'm gonna keep you away from this one. We got a Dream Vision virtual reality headset for the people.
I like mine last time as well, just to let you know.
She can't be in this.
Yeah, no, we know.
I can add that.
That's an unspoken rule. Dominique cannot have any more practice. The ticket I got this time is 530006.
Bingo! O.G.K.
Say it one more time.
Alright, I'm gonna read it now. I'm gonna take care of my DJ though. We gonna take care of our DJ. Hey, shout out to our DJ. This is my man Ty. What's your DJ name? What you go by? No, I go by the name of DJ. No, I'm really not a talker. I'm a more of a creator. I write music, I write poetry. I just don't like the spotlight. So I do a lot of creating just in behind the scenes. That's all my thing. Glad I got to sneak you in the spotlight. And like I said, next time we have him on, we're going to get him with all his equipment so y'all can really get a full blast. I know he probably feel like y'all ain't really getting a full vibe of him. Once we get, like I said, our speaker situation straightened out, y'all going to really get a full glimpse of my man over here. So, like I said, thank you for coming out and helping us out, my man. Alright, so with that being said, 530004.
So the ticket was in right there. But like I said, that's it's me.
You claim it.
Oh, no, it's Smoove.
So you claim
It's not here, it's okay.
Let her have it. She claim it.
Do you have your own ticket? Do you have your own ticket?
No, I never got one. I didn't know it was
Alright, this is Jada's first time at the show. She's also my lovely host. So I'm gonna send her home with a little song. Oh, we got prizes, girl. We got prizes. I got a whole nother virtual reality set. Y'all want me to get that one out? Alright, we'll do that before we get to the grand prize. Alright, y'all. I know the numbers ain't as sorted out. We really, never mind, I ain't even gonna say. I ain't gonna talk too much.
This is for a reason. This is for a reason. Everybody know what that is, right? This is October, right? What is October? Breast cancer month. So this is why we picked this one out for breast cancer.
Anti-who? Anti-bullying. It's anti-bullying 365.
It's all black all day long.
I'll be honest, if I hadn't got bullied in school, I wouldn't have the thick skin that I have now. So I ain't gonna lie, you can't really tell, you know what I'm saying? But look, alright, so this is my thing before I call this number out. Actually, no, this one's too close. But the thing is like, you can't really, if we take all the negativity out of the world, it's a world of balance. We got positive and negative, north and south, plus minus. So the negative is going to find its way to sprout out somehow, some way. I even listened, it was some type of article I read, and the people there healed all illnesses and everything. So everybody could live to be like 800. What did people start doing? Killing themselves because life got boring. That's what happened. So, you know, you got to let the bad come with the good, you know. I'm just saying, it makes you stronger. This one little sweet boy.
Gotta take the good with the bad.
That's what it is. That's the world we live in. 530002.
2.
That's me right here.
My dog.
Yeah, that's me right here.
Breast cancer awareness. Shout out to my. There you go. Congratulations, bro. Alright, Joe, can you explain this last one for me? Last prize we got. So check this out. I'm very much so into education. Like that's my thing. Like this is a prize where if you have a child or you know someone that have a kid, this is an educational. It has virtual reality glasses, but it teaches kids about different sectors in life, like dinosaurs and things. It actually is an educational game. And I get these a lot because I think, just like your testimony, I raised my son by myself. One day I opened my door and there was a 13-month-old boy sitting outside of my door. And the mom was getting in the car and she drove away. And my big deal was always to it changed my life. I went from being a whore one night to being a father the next day. You know what I mean? So, and everybody knows me, my biggest preach is if you are a man, you out here having kids, you have to raise your children. That's your job. That's not the mom's job. You raise your children. Now, just like this young lady just said, me, myself, was raising my son. Now he's attending Norfolk State on a free ride. He's a theater major, you know what I mean? So it's not a woman's job, it's not a man's job, it's a community job to raise a child. And I would just happen to be lucky to have a lady named Miss Courtney Martin that reached out when I had my kids in a young age. And she supported me and showed me the avenues. Reach one, teach one. But I give these things out every show. I give an educational game. Neil's gonna call the card out. If you win it, if you don't have a kid, please find a kid, because this is definitely something that will educate a kid. Shoot, that take away from what I was about to say. I was about to say you can play it yourself too, because that's what I do. But, find a kid definitely, because that's what it's all about. It's about the youth. Oh, I need the money.
Play with it so you know how to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, test it out before you give it to the kid, all right? For a couple days or weeks. Y'all already got one. Y'all already know. So, 5300. Who got a 1 on their ticket so far? Let me see who got left. All right, running this straight line. 2. Congratulations, my dog. All right, so that's the end of our giveaway. We're gonna have more every time we have a show. We have giveaways. So if you don't come for nothing else, come get you something. Get you a free prize or something. Tell them what's coming next, yo. Check it out. We got a merchandise package coming, so you'll be able to get happy hour 757 T-shirts, bracelets. Man, they're working on we want to paint the city with Happy Hour Live. That's what I think. I think this is an event that Norfolk needs to see. So we are actually working on a merchandise package. So from here on out, giveaway is probably going to be get something with a logo on it, because we need to paint the city with this type of event.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Very well said. Very well said. All right. How much time we got left? Can somebody give me a time check? 15 minutes. All right. So we got 10 minutes. Alright. I wanted to let my brother. No, he's going to go. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna let my brother do his thing. But I want him to close the show out. So I'm gonna do one topic. I'm gonna think of something real quick. Or does anybody have a question on their mind or something in their head that's like confused, unresolved, something that maybe you need an outward opinion about? Anything like that? Anybody got something going on in life that's like, dang, maybe I need to hear somebody else's opinion other than the people in my life already? Anybody?
Who got the ball?
It's a relationship question. Okay, so
This is always interesting.
okay, what does it mean to be in love? Or have you ever truly felt how it feels to be in love with someone? And I'm asking because I'm not sure if it's ever happened. It's just an infatuation.
I think that's a great question, because I used to wonder the same thing, was I in love? And I think
the answer that I got was infatuation. Like, that's what I realized for me personally. I couldn't tell you what it is for you, but since my man was up here rapping about love, I'm gonna pass the mic to A.G.K first.
Everybody know Mike's in love.
Indeed. Cause I kind of, alright, so.
Grocery shop with your pajamas on.
That's when you in love.
So I can make sure that you, how do you know what's love from infatuation?
Yeah, different.
They're different. So love, you gotta get into it. So you can't go into a relationship kind of holding back. So it kind of takes a strength in yourself to know that I can lend out so much of myself and know that I still won't remain hurt if I give this much of myself out. So it's a strength thing on your end. So love is something that time it builds on, and I guarantee that time will prove, because you're going to start looking at them. Maybe that first one that you got to wake up to them, and they're not cute, and their breath stinks, and you done had a long day at work, and your check kind of that's when the love really start, you know what I mean? You really start to be able to tell, like, you know what, I do love you. You're the bright part of this dark world that I got. You know what I mean? So you gotta go through it. It'll tell, because you'll be sitting on the couch, you're like, this ain't working. Like, you don't breathe, don't look at me, don't do any of that. I'm out. You'll tell. Yeah.
Okay, let me remix the question.
Okay.
There was something that you said, like, from when you were, you're doing your set.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there is such a thing as right person, wrong time?
Yes.
Or is it like not? Is it? Because I've heard like people think like no, there's never. You meet the right person at the right time, and there's never a time where the right person was there.
I believe. Okay. So to break this down, I don't believe in soulmates. The reason I'm gonna say that real quick is because how many people have you been in love with? I done supposed to been married at least 3 times. I knew it, but I wasn't there, and I'm in my longest standing relationship right now. So it could come with hurt. It could come with hurt. It's who know how to act right. Can I get my act right with your act right, and can we get this in a forward motion? So I do believe that you can meet people at a bad time, because with her, I said I'm glad I met her later, because we're totally different opposites. Like she's as fiery as her hair. It's fire to everything sometimes. And me being calm, I get burned up. But I'm like, hey man, hold on, what you? It was a test for me, and I feel like if I would have met her younger, I would have lost her, because I had lack of patience. I look back at my relationships now, and I know that I didn't love the girl, or I wasn't mature enough to handle her demons, because a relationship comes with demons as well. That's a whole other topic. And so and that's love as well. Can you love them in their darkest moments? That's another thing that's gonna prove, like, okay, your mama died, you got an ugly cry. It's certain things that come in your mind, and you can be like, how can that person be that heartless? It's not that they're heartless. They just didn't love that person as much as they thought they did. You know what I mean? Can you love them when they've been fired, when they're overweight, when they're broke? Broke who love real chicks. Broke, hey, you want to see how much she love you? She hand that card out. You be like, oh, hey.
But if you don't love yourself, you can't love
don't worry, we good. You be like, okay, cool, because most what? Well, you better be taking care of everything. What? And having sex while you broke as well? I'll do it. Okay, I'm gonna just say this. Women feel a lot more comfortable in a nurturing environment. So if it's cold and they hungry, and
you can hang that up. That's a wrap.
There's no kid. I don't got no. I can't watch my show. That can turn real quick. But if you got love, y'all gonna be in the dark with flashlights. If ain't nobody doing that dancing, baby, we gonna get through this together. When you get your check, you know my free check next week. We gonna put this. I know how to hustle. I know my free check, my bill check. Yeah, so.
It could be making babies.
So I feel like love, go, if you feel like you got it with somebody, give it a chance, go with it.
Bro, making babies.
Go with it. That's the only way to know is to get in it.
And 9 months later, you see a little
Did that kind of resolve your question?
I want to hear from the minister. Right, I'm with you.
Alright, brother. Alright, so at this time, I've been waiting to do this all night. I gave y'all a little introduction earlier. I'd like to introduce my brother Jamal Moore to the stage at this time. And let him give his 2 cents. So, you know, based on what you've seen and what you've been thinking, you know, you just go with the flow.
Gotcha. What you want to know?
The answer to her question.
First of all, I want to thank everybody. You know, I'm supporting my cousin Neil. Listen, y'all convert my sermon for Sunday. We're going to preach about love. Hey. So you want to know my take on love? Yeah. Got you. All right.
I work on Sunday, so I can't come to your service.
Okay. Praise the Lord. So I'm 23, you know, and don't get me wrong, brother. I had my player days before I got into the ministry. All right. I don't play no more, but I have had my days. I feel, because I'm a very religious person, but I don't preach religion. I preach the Lord. But I feel that God will send you the person. You don't go searching for that person. God will send you that person. So if you don't feel the person is the right person for you, it's not. But oftentimes what happens is we try to force things. Like, you're supposed to be my wife, so I'm going to put a ring on it. We're going to go and say I do just because that's what everybody wants to do. That's what mama told me, that this the man for you because he got money, he got a job, he's, you know, he's on the straight and narrow. And we'll pick that person just because it's popular belief. Everybody wants us to be that. But that's what happens when divorce comes, because we bought into a marriage because everybody wanted us to do that. Like, y'all cute together. My girlfriend, everybody think we cute together, and I know it's not my wife. Y'all not recording this live. I shared this on my Facebook.
I hope you don't have no girlfriend.
Listen.
Hope you have no girlfriend.
You had a warning and you knew.
Yeah, see the Lord told me when he said that. Yeah. So this is not the one. And I didn't find out 3 years later, I just found out that this wasn't the one. And I mean, you know, it's just a time. So I believe it's a season for everything. I believe that when that person, it's time for them to come, God will send them to you. But you can't force it. Because too many times we try to force things. And that ain't just in love. That's in everyday life. I'll tell you a little bit about me. I'm going to sit down because, you know, time. Listen, I'm 23. I told you I'm 23. And college was something that was pushed to me. You know, go to college, go to college, go to college. I barely made it out of high school. You know, I had a 1.9 GPA coming out of 9th grade. By the time I got to 12th grade, I had brought it up to a 2.5. Pretty decent. So I went to college. I went to community college because that's what my mom wanted me to do. Am I still alive?
Yeah, you always lie.
Jesus, mama, forgive me. All right, so that didn't work out. So I said, go home, Mom. I'm not going to go to school. They didn't like the answer. So I went to trade school. I went to ITT Tech. All right, let me tell you how the Lord worked. So I went to ITT Tech, went there 1 year. After 1 year, I figured I didn't want to do that. So I had straight F's, and I flunked out. All right, so I'm out of school. I don't know what I'm going to do. I started working at a truck stop. Don't let people tell you that one job is too little for you. All right, so I started at the truck stop making $8 an hour. I'll tell you how God told me college was not for me. So ITT Tech, if y'all know any story about it, they were doing fraudulent money with the federal loans. I got a letter that said all of my student loans was forgiven. God said, listen, God said college is not for you. So long story short, I started off as a cashier at Love's. 1 year later, I was a shift leader. 1 year later, I was assistant manager. 6 months later, I was an operations manager. 4 months after that, now I'm a GM. All right, so I traveled to 3 different stores in the week, just about. But I run one store. Don't get me wrong. I run one store, and I don't give no credit to myself. I give it all to God. Because if it wasn't for Him, I'm not qualified to be in the position that I am now. But I heard one person tell me this: adversity caused two things. It caused some people to break down, but it caused some people to break records. Don't let adversity stop you.
I told y'all he was going to give a word on it. I thought I was going to give him a little bit more leeway. He's trying to be a little closed lip. I want to keep going. But like I said, that's my brother Jamal Moore, and I just watching him come up. He's always, like I said, he might not have had the grades, but he always been a very intelligent brother, and he always had a great work ethic that his parents taught him. And when he got out of school, he was always into something, so he was always working full time and in school. Then when he went to trade school, he was still working full time, and like he said, he just kept putting in that work. He just kept leveling up. I went home, because we from Caroline County. Shout out to Caroline County, to the camera. Shout out to Caroline County. That's where his sermon gonna be. I actually just found out he was preaching on Sunday. That's right. What was my whole point? I got distracted. But anyway, we're from Caroline County, right? And so it's not a whole lot of positive things that you can. It's a lot of negative things that can pull you down, and you can get stuck there. But he always kept busy, always kept doing his thing, always kept working. And like I said, I went home like, what was it, maybe a month ago maybe? And I'm at my cousin's house, he pulled up in the yard and, just chop it up with us. We all blood and whatnot. We just said, yeah, I'm a regional manager. I'm like, damn, this dude. I mean, and he was manager at Denny's, he was manager at Love, now you regional manager. So, like I said, it's just a blessing to watch family come up and watch people that you grew up with come up with you. It's such a blessing.
Well, let me tell you a fun fact about Neil too. So Neil used to have these birthday parties back in the day. We really grew up. We used to stay in Neil's house for every birthday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I used to beat Neil up all the time.
Where's Caroline County?
Caroline County. If y'all know what Kings Dominion is, it's the next exit down. Yeah, it's a lot of pretty trees. Nice sunlight. You can see the stars at night. That's nice. You know what I'm saying? It's about 45 minutes from Tappahannock. But it's country though. It's like 40 minutes from the It's like in the middle. I almost want to say the middle of nowhere, but it's real big. It's in between everything. In between Fredericksburg and Richmond, basically. If y'all know where those two areas is. But that's where we from. Hopefully me and G take you out there one day.
That's right. Well, y'all follow me on Facebook, Jamal DJ D Moore. I'm about to launch up.
So the Lord told me this too. And I like to bring on the Lord. The Lord ain't really telling me, but the Lord told me this. To launch a mentoring program. And I'm going to launch it in January. When I first told people, be careful who you tell what you're about to do. Because when I first told people this, they're like, listen, we already got this in the county. All you got to do is partner with somebody else. They got this right here. The county does it. I said, that's not what the Lord told me. So I'm about to launch a mentoring program in January, and it's going to be pointed towards single mothers with boys. Nothing against the girls. We're going to do girls in a little bit, but it's too many single mother parents trying to raise boys. They need a man in their life.
I got you on that. That's right. I'm willing to take you on that one.
My problem is, and this is why I preach, listen, it's time out for men to stop having babies and not raising them. I can't say what I want to say because we're live. But I saw a guy, just last week, he went down to the altar with his dad. And his dad was standing beside him. I told him, don't take your dad for granted. Because when I needed mine at the altar.
I know that's right.
Look. What you just said means a million, right? Means a million. Like, there's the only way children come on this earth is a mix of two people. That's male and female. Men, it's time to stand up. Like, it's time to pay your dues. Like, I am so tired of seeing, I'm actually a manager at Walmart myself. I am so tired of seeing young men. I just had a young man the other day, just to give you a story, walking with his mother, and he's cussing with some girl on the phone. Look, I'm 55 years old. My mother will smack the living hell out of me if I say anything derogatory around my mother. The only way that happens is if males come alive. Black men, especially black men, it's time to stand up. It is time to say, yo, I'm all with you. I'm all with you. I'll support at any age. I don't care if they 3 or 17. Bring me on. I'm all in. I'm all in about saving young black men. All right, yeah. I think this is going to be another show we need to do. But it's time for us to change our community. Because we're lost. We're actually lost. These days and times, we're lost. There's really no way to go. If y'all haven't realized, about 2 weeks ago in Norfolk alone, there was 22 deaths in one night. That's ridiculous. We're not doing nothing about it but sitting around saying, oh, that's not my cousin. My son go to Norfolk State. The other night there was a shooting in Norfolk State. You should have saw me. I got out of my bed, drove all the way to Norfolk State. Knocking on his door. You know what I mean? It's time for black men to be parents. And that's the reason kind of like why I created this show. Because me and this dude met. This dude's 23. You wouldn't believe that Neil's 23. Neil talks to me like he's 55. Although now I can check him. You know what I mean? Like he tries to come off. But there's an age difference here. There's a lot of respect. And at the end of the day, that's what it really is about. If you see a young man out there being disrespectful, check him. Pull your pants up. You know what I mean? Like, your mother didn't raise you that way. Nobody, no mom ever had a child that want their child to go out there and just discuss their name. And I got, if y'all don't look around me, I got some good people around me. Mike Ferb, wonderful man. Smoove, wonderful man. Neil, wonderful man. I just met Ty today, wonderful man. All you gentlemen in here, all wonderful people. It's time for us, black men, it's time for us to make a rise. We all were born as kings. That's right. It's time for you to wear your crown. Put your hat on and stand up proud. Put your clothes on and walk out loud. That's the way I live my life every day. I'm proud to be a father, a black father at that. That's right. And it's going to remain that way. So my man, yo, I appreciate your mentor program. I will drive all the way to Richmond to come and help you out every day. All right, one more.
Hey, I definitely would love to be a part of that. I don't know if you caught it. I mentioned my father. He sang gospel. I met him when I was 12, and then I didn't see him again until I was like maybe 16. But when I seen him when I was 16, I'm from Norfolk. I'm from right here in Barrard Park, right off Tidewater Drive. I went to Granby High School. Few people know me, but I say all that to say that, you know, I was a young guy, misguided. I've been through like 4 different foster homes, so I'm real adamant about speaking to foster kids. So, or youth that's caught up in the system. You know, I've done 16 years. You know what I'm saying? I've done 5 in the state and 11 in the federal system. So I can speak to them. You know what I mean? And I want to speak to them. You know what I mean? So, but I brought my father up because it took me some time to understand him. You know, I ain't gonna lie, when I first seen him, I was 12 years old. I was in Berkeley at the Girls and Boys Club, Southside Boys Club, and my mother came up. My mother had mental issues. She had like, so I'm big on mental illness too, because my mother had like nervous breakdown. I was 4 years old, my brother was 2, my sister was 6. They put my sister in the home with one of our cousins, and they put me in the home with my mother, my second mother, which was a huge, huge blessing. I'm very thankful. You know what I'm saying? Like, my travels, I don't need to trust, I just grow off of them. Like, I learned a lot, but that's a whole nother story. I ain't going that way. I just wanted to grab the mic to tell you, bro, I'm here. But me and my father, I understood him, and I took some time to pray on it and think and realize his struggles. That as a man, as a black man, and the struggles and the things that he had to go through, not making excuses. He know what it is. I'm real. I tell him, but I can understand, and I forgave him, and he's a great man, and I'm just thankful that he's in my life. So I want y'all to. I put my song out October 7th, Blessed Vibes. I gave y'all the lyrics, but y'all need to hear my pop sing. So,
no, the man can go. The man can go. The man can go.
Go on YouTube and type in Smoove Sailing, the Papa Shop, Blessed Vibes. There's a story. My service is for free. Whatever you need, bro, I speak to them.
So check this out. We need subscribers, right? So this is what I'm gonna ask y'all to do. Everybody go to YouTube, right? Go to YouTube and look up Happy Hour 757 and subscribe, because we're trying to take this show. We need to take this show and make this show worldwide. All right? That's just how it is. Like, communities need more shows like this where young people come together and put together ideas, and we talk about real life situations, and we give you like real life artists from the community, great artists. We need more places like Starving Artists that like welcome us in so we can come in and let the world know we are here. So please subscribe. I'm asking everybody to take time out to subscribe on YouTube. We'll be able to like put this out to more people in the world. I'm gonna let Neil say a few more words, and then I'm gonna introduce you to the team because I don't think you really have met the team.
Alright, well, actually, we ran way past the time. I know that our lovely workers in the back have been working so hard and they're ready to go home and rest for the night. I appreciate everybody that came out. Thank you, Smoove Sailing, my dog A.G.K, for coming out and giving us some great performances. If y'all thought rap was dead, these two examples right here, that it's still a heart beating in it. You know what I'm saying? I like to thank my brother Jamal Moore for coming out and giving his quick word. Y'all will be hearing from him more and more and more. Like I said, y'all get on his Facebook page too, because he's always got some type of great story or something positive that's going on in his page. Shout out to, like I said, Samaya is our artist. Mike and Dominique are our official citizens. They've been with us from the jump, always rocking with us. Shout out to our DJ Ty. Shout out to Tyson and all the lovely workers from Starving Artists. I thank y'all for allowing us to come here and just do what we do. Thank y'all for, like I said, the great food. Shout out to the chefs, everybody that's working, the servers, everybody. Anybody I'm leaving? Joe, shout out to Joe Kelly. This man did I told myself about a year or two ago, I said I could really use a mentor. I had my grandfather in my life. My father passed before I was born. And my grandfather was the only man I really had in my life that was like there to teach me. He more taught me by sight. So this is like, when I was looking for a mentor about a year ago, maybe 6 months ago, I ran into Joe. And this has been my mentor ever since. So I'm so thankful for him just to outwardly show how a man is supposed to operate. And I thank you for that.
I appreciate it.
Thank y'all all for coming out to the show. Next time we have the show, we're going to get more engaged so y'all can actually have more of a voice. I promise. I promise. So come back out next show. It's October 24th. And we'll see y'all.
Same place,
same time.
Yep. You didn't win nothing tonight.
I didn't. I'm so upset.
You didn't win nothing.
I didn't win anything.
Hold on, before y'all leave, I made a mistake, y'all. I'm human, I make mistakes. I apologize, but I would like to shout out my lovely host, Ned Peel, and goddamn Jada Middleton. Next time you see them, they will have more of a voice, I promise. So you will get to see more and more of them, you know. And I thank y'all for coming out and y'all working hard for the show.
CC, you working tomorrow?
No, sir. I'm going to North Carolina. See y'all Tuesday.
You better not be cheating on me with something.
Dang, you just put me on the spotlight.
You going to give that cake to somebody in North Carolina. Hey, it's a pleasure. I'm serious. Reach out to me.
Appreciate you.
Yo, man, we definitely got a link.
Oh, yeah.
We got a link.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be back.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate that. Great show, Papa. That's what you doing. Who's moves? Kiss my baby for me.